Welcome to Ace MTG and day 6 of the Streamer Kumite. So we're getting close to the end and we have a small little pivot, small change we have to do for today. So for round 6, it was supposed to be no sweepers allowed. However, Max Damage and BrewLab were unable to get their schedules worked out because BrewLab is off on vacation. So what we did instead is we were able to get round 7 filmed. So we're doing best of 1 standard again for this round, and then round 7 will be what we originally anticipated as our round 6. So our matchups changed a little bit, but we're still playing all 7 rounds. We're still having the Swiss where we're all going against each other once. So I'm really excited to be going right back in to best of 1 for round 6, and a really crucial round for myself and Hand of Justice. If we're able to keep on this winning streak, we're heading towards a finals together. But ManaMan, Mythic Mike are just right there behind. So if either one of us slip up, it's going to give those other people that opportunity to take that spot. So let's go ahead and talk about the matchups for round 6. So for the first match of the round, we have myself going up against Sleeveless. And then right after that, we're going to have Hands of Justice going against Mythras. In the third matchup, we're going to have Max Damage going against Mythic Mike. And to finish us off today, we're going to have ManaMan going against MTG BrewLab. And make sure you stay to the very end of this video, and that's where I'm going to let you know what the match of the day was. We could see what the final standings were for the day, and we could potentially see what 2 people might be making it in to our championship matchup. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay.
Round 6. Fight!
Ooh. I am not a fan of my hand here. This is going to be a mulligan.
Well, depending on what you're playing, this could be really good.
Oh boy, this is slow. We're going to try it though. All right, so I'm seeing a little Boros. So many ways though.
Yeah.
It's like, right, you Boros humans, not Boros humans.
No.
Well, maybe actually. Hand of Justice back in round 4, he got me with Invasion really well.
Let's see.
Yep, I like that. I mean, I got lucky. I just top decked the land, but yeah, I like that call, getting rid of that. Oh, actually, why can't I think of it? The little guy who spits out those artifacts. That's what I'm thinking you are right now.
Well, guy that spits out.
Play a card from Exile.
Oh, Pia?
Pia, thank you. That's what I'm leaning towards. Okay.
Oh, got you. Not quite.
Maybe not, maybe not.
Don't want to go for that. Got 1 card. I don't think so.
See, I still would have been guessing the Pia deck right now with the Invasion, and then you got a little Discover in here as well. Ooh, nice find too. You know, I don't want to block, and I don't want that thing attacking into the evasion, so. Well, definitely need my explore ability here. I got to find some answers.
2 cards. Alright. I don't know where we're gonna put this.
Yeah, I'm super curious what you got playing right now. I mean, this like is my exact Pia deck at the moment. Dinosaur. Okay. See, again, I'm thinking what Carnosaur, 6 mana, Discover on it.
We got you. 3. Don't want to worry about that. Gotta be some kind of deal with that. I don't think we want that on the field.
All right, nice. With all the good removal right now.
There's a little bit in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take that 1 on it. I got to keep the veteran. That's really keeping my team going.
Ooh, extraction specialist. Oh, that's nice.
And I need Malia here. I gotta keep finding those threats. Oh, that was such a mistake I made. Oops, oops, oops. All right. Shouldn't have played that land, so I could have played the Restless Fortress. That was silly. Especially knowing good chance Amalia is gonna go find some lands.
Oh, I see.
I mean, definitely in the end here, I'm feeling like you got some type of another invasion. Okay, some type of go wide strategy.
A little bit. No good attack, unfortunately.
Yeah, no good attacks there.
Force is gonna be a problem.
So unfortunately, right here, this is when our audio for our mics cut out. So I'm just going to commentate a little bit about the game right now. So probably should hold off on the Gumdrop Poisoner there to actually kill one of the creatures. I'm just looking at, I want as many lifelinkers on the board here as possible. I wanted to get my Scry immediately, and I also just want good blockers. It's going to keep growing my Amalia. So nice thing is nothing good for him to discard here. I'm just looking at top end, and I'm also a little concerned. Are there going to be any sweepers that are going to be coming out in this matchup? But once I see this Virtue now, okay, I'm like, okay, they're just completely go wide. Maybe not a board wipe in here. So now we just have to go over the top of them. I know I have the Voice of the Blessed in the graveyard, so I think just channeling my land and getting that back right into play is my best bet. That thing's going to be able to grow so quickly and then fly in the air before his creatures get too big. Because right now I at least have some good blocks. I know next time when he attacks, I got the Extraction Specialist, the Gumdrop Poisoner to block. And so right there with the Veteran as well, it's going to at least be big enough so I can start to at least fly, start to get some damage in, and I'm going to actually be large enough. Seeing the Extraction Specialist though to get it back is just the better plan. It's just even more life gain, even more just chump blockers we're going to have in the way. Ooh, and then a Voice of the Blessed on top is perfect. So before I was worried, that Voice of the Blessed that can't currently attack right now would still take a couple attacks to get in, but now the fact I'm gonna get the other one on the board, I'm thinking I got to go for the throat. I could even kill my own Extraction Specialist to get the Voice of the Blessed flying through in the air. The 4/5 doesn't necessarily worry me because again, I have the chump blockers. They're gonna be spitting out little 1/1s each turn. Flips his invasion, so now we know he's gonna at least have a free attack coming up. He doesn't like any of the trades though here. Because I will block with my 3/2 lifelinkers and trade with his 3/3s. He still needs a couple more turns for them to grow, so I think I'm gonna have enough time to be able to get up in the air and take over.
You gotta pass one more turn.
Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't block is, so if he attacks in the 4/4, I'm not blocking, but all those 3/3s were easy blocks for me. So now a Voice of the Blessed that's gonna grow. I also have the food token to gain me a little bit of life as well. So next turn, I'm gonna be able to swing in the air and actually get the victory here. Just keep that on top. It could be a good thing to use later on. It's gonna gain me some life. It's a good death touch creature for his huge creatures. And now I'm gonna attack in with the Extraction Specialist. I doubt he'll block. I would love a block though, because then I'm gonna have my Voice of the Blessed back. It's gonna be a 6/6, and I have the food token, which I can crack to make it a 7/7. But either way, it's gonna now have vigilance and flying. It just is unable to do anything.
Yep. That is a lot of damage.
And again, keep that on top. So I need 2 more counters on my other Voice of Bliss to get the flying, but I know I could do that because I cracked the food token and I know I'm gonna at least be able to block with something. If he doesn't attack, then I have the creature on top to play. So I'm going to have an 8/8 vigilance and a 6/6 vigilance, and that's gonna be enough to get through. And if he realizes that, yep, he's gotta do a full attack right now. So easy blocks for me. So I want to gain as much life as possible. So use my Gumdrop and Extraction Specialist to block the 2 biggest things. And what I probably should have done is I know his whole hand. So I should have just taken my Go for the Throat now and killed my tap Extraction Specialist. So I also have a 6/6 sitting there blocking and just killing one of his creatures. But it doesn't matter. He doesn't have enough to come through. So that's 4, 8, 12. He's got 17 coming through, and we know we're gonna win this game right after these blocks. So just double checking my math. Yeah, saves his creatures. He already has the Virtual Loyalty here that's gonna grow everything anyway. I'm pretty sure he knows what I'm about to do just to get the victory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now get my triggers first. Everybody grows quite large. And I actually have enough with just the 1 Voice of the Blessed pretty much, because I also have the land I could swing in with next turn as well. So get rid of my own Extraction Specialist. Now I have a 9/9 Vigilance, a 7/7 Vigilance that could come in. We grow them again, and I could also tack in with my man land, because on the attract trigger, that's when drains them for 2 and gangs me for 2. So even if I didn't have the 2 Voice of the Blessed, still had lethal in the air.
Round 6. Fight!
I will keep mine as well, so but I'll wait for your there we go.
All right, so we're gonna lead out here with good old Swifty out here at Monastery Swiftspear. Try to get into the red zone, and hopefully we can land some damage before we get shut down.
There we go. All right.
Ooh, a little Rakdos action here. Nice.
Yeah.
Be lots of removal here coming my way, no doubt. So we're gonna just try to play it nice and slow. Hopefully not walk into any kind of tricks here.
We'll call it the Pasco.
Close to the chest here. Ooh, Deep Cavern Bat, nice. So I'll give you your full pick here. See if you want to take the removal or not.
Ooh, there we go. That's a good one. I will probably take the removal for now.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
For now.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting there. I suppose I could have, you know, as the ability is like happening, I could have lightning striked your Cavern Bat, and that would that, like, I wonder, like, would I get my card back then, or whichever one you take? I assume I would, right?
Yes, you get whatever back. Essentially, the way I would have thought, my perspective is it's a dead card. So either, you know, with what's seen, if not, if you draw obviously another removal and get that back in, or I block with Cavern Bat, you get the card back. So it's either you treat it as a dead card, and then remove the bat, or you know, go from that perspective. But you would get the card back.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So a little misplay there on my part. Probably should have lightning strike the bat in response.
Depends. I mean, if you got a ton more burn in there, then you got the 3 power. If you hit it with a 1 burn, you know, for the 2, then you got 3. It could be a better power level play too.
I think we'll just set up here with Godric to get things going.
There you
were saying. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're good. All I was saying was that the only other piece around that is taking the bat off gives you it gives you the non-life gain, so you also got to play against that clock now, is kind of the way I would that.
We definitely might get punished for this play, so we'll see.
Maybe.
Looks like we got lots of removal coming our way. Just a matter of time. So I think we are going to go here and... Gonna assume Godric is going to get targeted by removal. But I think I'm going to lead out with... let's see. I think I'm just going to go Devastator here. So we're going to get a nice 3-power Devastator to add to the board. And see what kind of removal he's got ready for us.
I will take that now.
That's sort of thinking.
All right, here we go. Let's see what else you got in here.
Oh, another Cavern Bat. Good time to pluck away.
Ooh, I will get rid of this.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, and that little double action there with the life gain, this is really gonna be causing me some trouble here for sure. But all we can do is just kind of keep trying to push into the red zone, see if we can get there. Another Godric off the top. Hopefully it'll help us out, and the Phoenix chick to go with it.
That
so
was
we'll
a
see.
good top deck,
Yeah, for sure.
but I will take them.
Ready, rough.
All right, here we go. Let's get that
Is he ready
on.
to set up shop with Shelly?
There we go.
Shelly to close it out. Let's see if we can somehow rally here. I don't know what the hell we're gonna need to get over here off the top to make this happen, but we'll see. All right, so, oof. It's gonna be tough to get get this going. I think there's sort of no choice here, but we just gotta get in there.
Ooh. Let's see.
They can make the hard choices, right?
Yeah. See, the problem is if you do have another monstrous, you're gonna get me, but I get you. But if I leave it, you have lethal.
Exactly.
And if I don't block, you could have 3 to the face, which is also lethal. So I don't have a choice. I have to block. The problem is
Got a block here.
I have to block.
Yeah. And so now we've got kind of a sort of a fun play. Because we've got the mana open, we were going to sort of do this anyways, but we're actually able to go ahead and Lightning Strike one of his Deep Cavern Bats, get back the Monstrous Rage to make our Swift Spear big enough to push a little bit of damage through. So that's going to be our line here. We could also get back the other Lightning Strike, but we don't have enough to push for lethal, and so I think the Monstrous Rage is going to be a little better. So go ahead and get our Monstrous Rage back, and then make our Swift Spear nice and big, enough to push through a couple points and get him into the red zone. But we're not out of the woods yet. He's still got a life link, so we'll see what he's got left in the tank.
Yeah, I'm thinking on that now because if you would have popped them twice.
Well, but I wouldn't be able to Lightning Strike the Shelly twice, right? Because I'd have to Lightning Strike the...
No, but I was trying to think of you had 2 lightning strikes, though, right?
Oh, I only have one in hand. The other one is stuck under your
Yeah,
back.
so I was trying to do the math on that. I think you had to play that way to get Shelly off, most likely.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was you could put the... I'll have to go back and rewatch that, but you could have put the Monstrous on something else and did more damage, and still got Shelly off. Was what I
would
would.
get the Monstrous from under your bat because it was stuck under the bat.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Yeah, because you don't have enough mana. You're still light, so I think.
Yeah,
I think
would
that's
need
right.
5 mana to get that going.
I think you are correct.
But now we've got one more Dracosaur. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I think this might be lights out for our heroes here.
I don't know. We'll see. I still got to get through.
That's true. You got to get through it.
I mean, you could top deck 2 lightning strikes to the face. So
that's true. That's
even better. The math on that would be really good.
Right.
Because there's 2 on the board.
Yeah, I think right here, unfortunately, we could try to force the 1 point through, but he's going to get it back with a Cavern Bat, so it doesn't really make sense to attack here. So we're just going to go ahead and I think just pass. And this is probably where we start losing ground, losing control of this match with the Dragon Spring taking over. And that's what it does best, for sure.
Lose 2 life, though. Do I want to do that or not, is the question.
Right.
We'll play that. We'll see. We'll play this first.
Nice.
Oh.
Harvester. There you go. Yeah, I think it might have been a game-losing play for me to not get your bat at the very beginning when you were resolving it and just lightning striking that. So that could have definitely cost me there.
Yeah. I can lose 2. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that yet.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, that's
I know. I might sit. This is the problem. I like to be more aggressive, but I might sit.
Yeah. From my side of the table, if I were you, I'd give it time.
Yeah, but 2 burns. I don't know what you have in your hand.
That's true. Could be anything.
Well, wait. Well, I have at least maybe 1, so I can at least sit on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to draw real well to make this happen. Oof. Oh, this is interesting now, actually. What a game. What a game. So, we definitely have... We're starting to lose control of this game because he can start throwing everything at us real quick. But I think that the move here on our side of the table is still going to be just to play it cool to the chest. And I think we got to still wait just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and pass.
All right, let's do this. Well, yeah, I think that's a better way to do it. Get rid of that.
Oh yeah, you probably don't want to be losing life off that. I wouldn't think.
That one could hurt.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Awesome. I mean, that Preacher's... I love Preacher the Schism. That's such a great card.
I know. The question is, do I play it or do I do something else?
Oh, that's always the question.
That doesn't help me. Well, it could help me.
Yeah, it's tough being under the gun like this where you're just like, how do I close this game out before I
Well,
get burned?
the good news is I am getting the mana now on the treasures,
For sure.
which helps. There's a few things I can do too. So,
I really like the Appraiser. That's a great card.
oh, this thing's great.
So much value.
Ah, I'm trying to get a removal.
Nice.
Oh, do I wait one more turn is the problem. I feel like I'm gonna get hurt if I wait.
That is the question. Can I get the stuff that I need to make this game happen?
I know. There is a slight safer play I have
Okay.
too, but
All right. So now we look at Taken 9. I doubt you have any burn to the face in that deck. I could be wrong, but I don't think you do. So I dropped to 4. That would bring me to 1 top deck to try to turn this thing around. And I think that's definitely the move. I think you're all in if you're mono red, so I think we just take it.
there you go.
Gotta live fast and loose.
Watch where my hands are, below or above the table. All right, we'll put it in there.
Okay.
Could have used my vents, I guess, too.
What's that?
I could have used my vents. My restless vents came in for 2.
Oh, sure.
Could have swung for the game. Here's what I will do. I was debating on being greedy or not being greedy.
Okay.
So we're gonna not be greedy.
Okay, go for Liliana. Sure.
Well, and I'll show you here in a second, because I'm going to do discard.
When I win,
Okay.
you're telling me you know
And I've got a response here, which is going to keep this game interesting.
Oh, there you go.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Lightning Strike your Deep Cavern Bat
There you go.
to get the other Lightning Strike. Before it gets discarded, we're going to use that Lightning Strike to Lightning Strike face.
There you go.
Give us a potential possible top deck. Although we're still going to have to get pretty lucky.
So I got rid of my other
be
Bone
outsmarting
Dragon.
me.
So that
yeah.
was the debate I had.
Okay. I did actually draw a sweet card here right off the top for the invasion to take it home. Talk about close though. Jeez.
Oh, look at that. See, if I would have swung in, you still would have
know.
you would have got both of the lightning strikes. See, I just was
Right.
not quite enough. Getting Shelly off did it for you.
Round 6. Fight!
Let's go. We got a keeper of a hand there.
So it's a reasonable hand. We are on the draw, which is interesting. Dude, 2 mono greens, baby. Let's go. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Might be playing Merfolk. Gonna move on to Axon Pup here. Attack.
Let's go, baby.
Go to Reckless Stormseeker next turn here. Back with 2/3/3s. Gonna go Caverns, Werewolves, past the Kessig Naturalist. Everything gets a boost here. Swing again, the sum of the 4/4 and a 3/3. Probably gonna double block here. Beautiful.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block that. Nice. Okay. Ramp. Wait, what? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, end of combat. Here, Taker.
We'll see. So putting the counters on that might have been wrong. Maybe we should have put them on this to grow.
Unfortunately. Not looking too good for us here. Not looking too good for our opponent. I miscalculated. We actually got the win.
No! I forgot how that was going to work.
Hell yeah. La victoire. Thank you, Mythic Mike, for playing. That was round 7 of the Kumite. I'm Max Damage. I hope you enjoyed.
Round 6. Fight!
What's going on, everybody? Unfortunately, Lone Fox BrewLab, we are not going to be able to have him on audio just because certain circumstances on vacation, the kind of the time split here. But nevertheless, we are going to have our run of the Kumite here. So let's go ahead and just get it on. I got a pretty solid starting opening hand. No mulligans for me. We're on the draw.
It's best of one, yeah. I don't know if this is really a keeper, but okay. Yeah, I put up a version of this list on the channel a little while back. I think it was just called Pirate Throne, and I made some tiny adjustments.
Sanctuary Ward. Always interesting to see what they're gonna play here. Let's see what the BrewLab has brewed up today.
Okay. Third land as the top's great.
Pirates, Captain Storm. Okay, so this gives a +1/+1 counter every time an artifact comes onto the battlefield. Interesting. Let's go ahead and just play it slow. Slow and steady wins the race with our good little boy, the Spirited Companion. And let's see,
That is pretty scary. Oh, I'll take that. This is scary though. I mean, if it's enchantments, fine. If it's mono white mid range, like I'm thinking it is, old school style, then it's definitely a Sunfall deck.
So we're gonna want to take them into some deep waters here. I feel like so. Let's go in for the wedding announcement. That's going to be the most obvious thing. Next turn, we can maybe set up for a Spirited Companion and an Ossification type of thing, but...
Okay. It is as I had initially suspected. Fortunately for us, we got a little bit of a combo going. Because, I mean, he needs to get rid of the Siren pretty quickly.
I think I'm just going to have to jump block here. Yeah, definitely just going to have to. It's a little too much damage here to be put on the board. So we do have to lay down the arms. Now I have to kind of think here. I think I am going to push for another land. And then we have to lay down the arms anyway. So let's go for the Spirited Companion. Hopefully, fingers crossed, for a land here. We do not get it, unfortunately. But we still have to lay down the arms. So I think that's kind of okay. Let's go ahead and just hit the Spyglass Siren. Let's go. A cheers to you, my friend.
Okay. 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 Alright, so. I mean, there's Wandering Emperors and stuff. But this could be a problem. The fact that I've just given them a mana there. But at the same time, you know, it could also be depopulate and whatnot. It's really not a great idea, maybe, giving him that treasure.
I know that we can get bigger with these wedding announcement. Even if we do flip the announcement, we're not going to be able to get bigger, though. That's the only problem. So now I got the Restoration of a Ganjo. Can finally sneak into a guaranteed planes here. I think we're just going to have to do that and then go for an Ossification on the Captain Storm. I think that's the move here. So, Restoration. It kind of sucks that we're not going to be able to go for the Kitesail Larcenist, but I don't see another option here. I think we have to just alleviate as much damage as humanly possible. Gosh, that Ward 1 really bites on the Larcenist there, so let's go ahead and just do what we can. Get rid of you, finally. Create a 1-1, or a 2-2 now.
Oh, Roaming Throne. Oh, I guess we just have to keep doing this for now. On to 10, but again, it's probably just Sunfall.
Just kind of praying for some more land here. We do get a Mythras, which Mythras can come in handy later in the game. I think we are just gonna, yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of a Spirited Companion. And I might want to play the Spirited Companion, because we have one in the graveyard, so maybe we just get rid of the Elish Norn. Elish Norn is a pretty fun card, but I think that's not going to be able to cut it right now. So let's go for a Spirited Companion so that we still have a Spirited Companion in our deck here. So let's do this, and I think we're going to have to just go down for Dawn Sky, but I am kind of thinking here. Let's give him a thinking here, because if he has like a Fading Hope or something and just like bounces the Owl of the Dawn Sky, that's really not good. So maybe I really do want to push for another land so that I can go for the Eternal Wanderer. But then again, if he's playing Counter Magic, then we're still screwed anyway. So this will just be like a chump block. Damn. The Eternal Wanderer is definitely good. Like I said, it's going to come down to, do I want to chump block here? Oh, this is a pickle. If I go for a Wedding Announcement, we put more things on the ground, but then we go for the Spirit Companion. I think we're just going to go for the Dawn Sky. Yeah, and I am, like I said, with the Wedding Announcement, it's not a chump block, excuse me. So, I think we just stay put. If you got some sort of bounce spell, we're going to be a little bit too slow, so I'm looking to block here. No matter what happens, the Captain Storm, it most likely will be a chump block by the time an artifact comes onto the battlefield, but I'm still going to have to do it.
I like ManaMan. He's a cool guy. That's why I'm feeling so. Okay. If we draw a land, we can. I mean, yeah. There's really no option here. I'm not about to just run my freaking Roaming Throne into a Sunfall again, like.
Fingers crossed for no counter magic. Otherwise, I think this game is basically just over. All right, well, let's try it out. Let's go for the Eternal Wanderer. And if they got no counters, that is wonderful.
This is our enemy.
Let's do this, and let's go ahead and keep the Architect of Restoration.
Finish this here and now.
Let's finish this here and now. Let's keep you, and we'll go ahead and let you keep the Captain Storm. Get back our Owl of Dawn Sky, swing in, got Vigilance, and now we got a chump blocker not a chump anymore, for the Captain of the Storm. So fingers crossed that the onslaught is over.
Okay, this is great. This is great. And trust me when I say that this is great. Because we doth haveth. The double trigger into double trigger, and that just wins the game.
It's up to a 5/5, and I'm looking to block again. We have to. Oh no, a Kite Sail Larcenist. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, that's gonna be able to go off twice with the Roaming Throne. Let's go ahead and give him. Let's go ahead and give him a nice. GG's, just enough for lethal. What a good match, but unfortunately, we're just one turn off from being able to do it. But really good, good brew from the BrewLab.
Sunfall obviously would have just been insane, but I think probably because of all of the Elish Norn I saw and the other things there, made me feel a little bit more confident that it wasn't coming. I'm sure it's in the deck somewhere, but maybe not like a 4 of. So anyway, we got there in the end.
Welcome back, and what a round that was. Our final one of standard best of one for us. And I loved my deck. That's probably my favorite deck just to be playing with. It's a deck I used when I was at Mythic #1 earlier this month as well. I love that Orzhov Life Gain style deck, but I'm gonna have to give the match of the day to Hand of Justice there. That was a super competitive, super compelling one up against Mythras. Now, Hand of Justice definitely got lucky in that one, right? He had a super aggro start, but then Mythras was able to level things out, and I thought there was no way Mythras could possibly lose this thing, but then Hand of Justice was able to back-to-back top deck a lightning strike to be able to finish it off. Just really exhilarating, really felt for Mythras in that one. It was so close, definitely looked like he had that victory, but absolutely fantastic top deck, and that's what happens in this game, especially in best of one. So, for sure, match of the day for me, Hand of Justice against Mythras. Now, if you look at this leaderboard, we have myself and Hand of Justice both at 5-1. Then we have 4 competitors all tied at 3-3. So no matter what happens tomorrow, even if myself and Hand of Justice lose, and we get any of them winning in that next round, it's going to be myself against Hand of Justice going to the finals. We're going to finish it off strong, though. I'm still going to bring my A game. I know Hand of Justice will as well. We want to finish strong leading up into that final matchup. Nobody's going to concede anything, so we're all going to be bringing our best effort in that next matchup. So still stay tuned for that one because it should be exciting. But then on Monday, we're going to have our Kumite Championships here. It's going to be myself against Hand of Justice in a best of 5 matchup. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow, but definitely make sure you stay tuned for Monday for the conclusion of the Streamer Kumite. So until then, never forget, you're an ace.